is it today, 2 pages. Nothing. That is nothing. But if you go back to the early corrections, they were 3.5 minutes long, and maybe it's time to get back to our roots. Also, I just want to say that sometimes, if correction feels as thin as it does this week, I can always hope that a jackal sends something to the P.O. box, and then on Thursday morning, we go and check the P.O. box, but couldn't do that today because post office closed because of Jimmy Carter's funeral. So, you know, if you're looking for someone to blame, I mean, I wouldn't, but I feel like knowing everything I do about you. We had a joke with the punchline, murder spiders. Here's a picture of a murder spiders. A great many of you pointed out this spider got 10 legs. Spiders, of course, famously have 8, but we got 10. You know what that means? Our budget problems are over. So we're already to here. This is our 125th episode of Corrections, which is called a quasquicentennial. Quasquicentennial. That's the 125th anniversary of something. Hey, somebody said, wow, how come Vladimir Putin's metal detector, if you are celebrating your quasquicentennial, you just might be a vampire. Somebody said, why is there no shadow under the metal detector, but there is. So I had to print this. Comes right out of my money. I had a joke about Orion's belt loop, and somebody said, that joke was bad, I give it 1 star. We played Silent Night at the end of the last corrections. Somebody said, Silent Night would be a good name for corrections if Buck ever stays home. Tiny Tim didn't have a cane, he had a crutch. And I can't believe I missed that because I have a crutch too, alcohol. We had a short week because the Golden Globes. I was at the Golden Globes on Sunday night, so we did not have a show on Monday. I was nominated for a Golden Globe, and in a nice tribute to corrections, I lost. Incredible work by Nikki Glaser. We're almost done, by the way. I was a little upset that Nikki, I reached out because I feel like I have, a lot of characters. If you watch the show, I have a lot of characters. And I felt like one of my characters would have been really strong in her monologue if it came out. I think we all know which character I'm talking. Hey there, Sammy. Looks like we need a new pope. Cliff Conclaven. All right. Maybe one of the reasons corrections are so short this week is I'm spinning out. Because I saw a lot of people on TikTok point something out about Demi Moore's acceptance speech. She won for the substance. And let's just take a look at Demi Moore. This is a piece of her acceptance speech.
Everybody at CAA, Untitled, LEAD, all of the people who've stood by me, especially the people who've believed in me when I haven't believed in myself.
Okay, that was very lovely. I was there, and in that reverse shot, you probably didn't notice, but I was back there, and now we're going to show it again, but we're just going to cut in on me.
Especially the people who've believed in me when I haven't believed in myself.
Why am I smiling so much? No one else is smiling. She's making this very heartfelt. I mean, look at the other people at my table. Look at Jesse Plemons. Look, that's the way you should look. Look at Amy Adams. Yes, I'm listening. Look at Gal Gadot right there next to her. See? Look at that. And then look at this dope. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like she was like, nobody believed in me. And it's like, I'm like nervous, like I wasn't, I hadn't. And I love Demi Moore, and I believe in her, and I think she deserved it. Anyway, as punishment, I think the close of the next closer look will change the graphic. It'll just be the normal graphic, but then just like a quick, do that thing where it's like, maybe it's like my face goes staticky for a minute, and then it's that smile, and then back to normal. Well, you know what? Look, this was bad. It was bad. So if you, in the comments, if you're like, this sucked, like, uh-huh. I think I just said that. So I don't know, maybe you're, whatever. Maybe this is the end. They say it's not. I'm not ending on the quasquisquencentennial. It's bad luck. See me next week.